Good evening. Today, it's an honor for me to give a speech to share some story about mathematics and myself. When I was your age, I was pretty good at math problem solving. And I was blindly confident about my skills. So give me a math problem, I can either solve it in 5 minutes, or I would claim it unsolvable after 5 minutes of attempts. That was ignorant, right? But I guess by inspecting the reason behind my blind confidence, I can find a rooted belief in my thinking at that time. And I guess some of you might share this belief as well, that mathematics is a subject with 100% certainty. That being said, if you have a solution to a problem or a proof to a statement, that means you know that for sure. Otherwise, you don't. But I never question myself the following thing: how did I know those questions are unsolvable? Or, in other words, why not because I'm not competent as a problem solver? This sounds a silly question. As a matter of fact, this question has been overlooked for many centuries. Since the beginning of history of mathematics, mathematicians have regarded themselves as truth-tellers, those who devoted themselves to seeking the truth, or sometimes showing the truth. But very seldomly do they question themselves, is it possible that some of the questions are unsolvable by their nature? There was a time in the history the mathematicians were so confident that they believed there were only incapable people, but no unsolvable problems. That being said, every mathematical statement should have a true or false value, and the people doing math should be able to find its value. So if you can see the development of math as a diagram of wave, now we should be at the uphill. We're going upwards, and we believe we will reach the top very soon. Unfortunately, however, not long after the time of joy and confidence, here came the Gödel's incomplete theorem. In short, the incomplete theorem was a direct denial to the previous assertion. Not only do we have incapable problem solvers, well, that part is not hard to see, but also we have unprovable true statements. I won't be able to walk you through this remarkable theorem in the scope of this talk, but let me represent you with an example, a statement. A statement can be as simple as, this statement cannot be proved. Let me state this again. This statement cannot be proved. Think about that. It cannot be false. Otherwise, you will have a proof to this statement which make it true. Proof by contradiction. But admitting the statement to be true gives us an embarrassment. There exists a true yet unprovable statement. Thinking about the implication of the result, you might find now the world of math is in trouble. What's the point of spending hours or even your entire life on one particular math problem if there is some possibility the problem is unsolvable by its nature? Your time and effort spent on this proof might be worthless if the statement is unprovable. So Gödel's find has rocked the foundation of mathematics, and it was a slap on the face to those who dreamed that all mathematical statements can be one day proven true or false. So again, if you look at the development of math as a wave diagram, now we're going upwards, right down to the trough. But speaking of the trough, what can you see from there? This is the lowest position. Yes, but for the bright side, you can go nowhere lower. And also, if you have learned this in physics, that also means you will have the maximum acceleration going upwards. And that's the same case here. Gödel's theorem has shocked the foundation of math. Therefore, mathematician has rebuilt the base of math. As a result, Gödel's series has opened as many doors as it closed. In light of Gödel's work, we rebuilt some axioms. We recognized that some facts has been overlooked, and even built modern computers using the same encoding system Gödel used in his proof. Gödel's finding does not question the existence of truth itself, but instead, it shows us, in addition to two categories, true and false, now we have unprovable truth and provable truth. Don't take me wrong, being unprovable doesn't mean being wrong. The mathematician doesn't use the unprovability as an excuse, but instead, they see it as a new angle. For those statements we cannot prove true, we can try to prove it being unprovable true. So again, once more, if you look at the wave diagram, in light of Gödel's work, now we have more options. So we're back on track, we're going upwards again. But this time it's different. This time we have seen what trough looks like, and we might have a solution to overcome it. So maybe next time when you come across a challenge math problem, you can think of the situation in a new angle. Instead of solving it, you can try to prove it being unsolvable. So let me share with you a quote to wrap up this talk, an address by David Hilbert in late 1930s. Hilbert had strong opinions about mathematical development. He said, "We must know, and we will know." Today we have learned that mathematics might not be as certain as we thought, but I want to say we must know, even if we won't know. Thank you.